Yo, what up, my people? What's up, everybody? Back in the building. Yes. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday to everybody. What's going on, baby? Back once again. I hope everybody today, like I always say, had a blessed day today, man. Hope everybody's been chilling today, relaxing. It's Friday. Might have been payday for some people, might have been chill day. Some of you might be on vacation. Some of you might be getting ready to go back to work. Whatever it is that you're doing, man, I hope everybody's moving and building, you know what I'm saying, and being safe as they can out there. Y'all know me. I'm always on chill mode, always falling back, just building with the people. Um, gonna come on here and talk some boxing. We had an interesting year for 2024, man. And we've seen some things that were shocking, some weren't shocking, and how can I put it? Boxing is so predictable, um, and then sometimes it's unpredictable. It's kind of you get the best of both worlds when it comes to this. 'Cause sometimes you think you're gonna know what's gonna happen, and you don't know. It's it's just crazy like that. But we're gonna get into the details of how this year went, the fights, not so much how they could have gone. I mean, we could talk about that, but the whole thing is just to talk about the amazing year that we had. I know for some of y'all, you're going to complain and cry because you didn't see your favorite fighters fight each other. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna get into that. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and acknowledge the year that we had in boxing. So let's go. So, for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. D Free, I see you. What up? Um, so first of all, everybody like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Um, as you can see, I'm at 433. Let's get that up. At least to 450, 500. You know, let's make something happen. Still working on a few things I'm putting together. So you know what I mean. Help me get that together. Trying to put some amazing things together so we can make certain things happen. Okay. All right. D Free, my guy. What's up, bro? I apologize, y'all. What's up with everybody though, man? Quick announcements. Um, so of course next week, um, I will be getting into some amateur boxing because I do want to acknowledge them. So I'm probably gonna be talking a lot about the fighters, the coaches, how much amateur boxing period, but amateur boxing means to me, and how much I've accomplished because of it. So next week, we're going to get into all that. Hold on, I got some more invites, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so put that in. Send my brother the link. Send my brother the link just in case you need it. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that was one of them. That was one of them. Shit, it's hard for me to even go by and when I really think of all the fights because there was so. See, that's the problem. Excuse me. There was so many of them for 2024. There was so many of them for 2024 that I could sit here and be like, this one's my favorite fight, that one. Um, I'm really looking at, to me, the fighters, as far as the fights or who fought who, I kind of go back and look at the fighters I paid attention to the most in 2024, which would be um
You said
Abdullah.
fight of the year.
No, I didn't say the fight of the year. Stick said he said Mason versus Vas- Vasquez was the fight of the year. I mean, I'm not really going off that. I'm just going off I mean, we could talk about fight of the year. I really want to go off the fight I paid attention to the most. But we just looking back at 2024. We just looking at whoever was the fight of the who was the fight of the year. What was the fight of the year? Who did we pay attention to the most? Shit like that.
Um, I think me personally, I think you have to say fighter of the year. It has to go to Usyk. Usyk beat AJ in the rematch. No. He fought twice. He beat Tyson Fury in the undisputed fight, and then he beat him again in the rematch. I don't think Usyk fought 3 times this year. I think he only fought twice. I think the
Yeah,
AJ fight. I think the AJ fight was uh, last year. But yeah, he fought. He fought. He beat Tyson Fury twice. I would have to say that he was the fighter of the year because, like I said, we know that he beat AJ, and I was never really big on AJ far as skill level. I was never really big on AJ. I wasn't really big on Tyson Fury far as skill level, but Tyson Fury, 6'8", 6'9", and he was talked about being one of the best boxers at heavyweight for his size. And for
yeah,
Usyk to move up from cruiserweight and turn around and beat AJ in 2 fights prior to him fighting Tyson Fury, and then he get in there with Tyson Fury this year and beat him twice convincingly, I gotta give him fighter of the year.
yeah. That's ooh, fucking cat get on my nerve. Yeah, that's something major, man. And I didn't even take the time to think about that. That Usyk did that. Um, who was the eye opener for this year? Who? When you look at all
Oh,
everybody, who
I know.
who did you who did you pay attention to the most this year?
I didn't. I ain't gonna say I paid attention to the most this year, but I will be paying attention to him from now on, from this year moving forward. And that was that dude that stopped Tim Tszyu
Oh
Battram.
my God, that dude.
I gotta watch him. I gotta watch him.
Yeah, that dude right there is something different, man. Um, and not to take any away from Tim, I don't care if people could say they don't think Tim is special. I don't give a damn what nobody say or whatever. Everybody has their opinion. Tim is a good fighter, but you know his levels. And for that dude to come in there and do that to Tim, Jesus Christ! And he got it done in 3 rounds. Like he made that shit look like he made it look like an amateur fight because an amateur fight is actually 3 rounds. That's what he made it look like.
Yeah, he put a beating on Tim Tszyu. Now I know Fedor got the win over Tim Tszyu, but it went 12 rounds with Fedor. This
Yeah.
man, he beat Tim Tszyu to no submission. I mean, that man Tim Tszyu, all he could, no, it wasn't nothing he could say after the fight. He got
Yeah.
beat up. He should have been the one that was looking in the camera, was like, "Hey, Pops, you think I still got it? You think I still got it?" He should have been the one that said that.
Yeah. 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 No, you absolutely right. I was just startled by that, and I knew from there on. I said, "Oh, it's gonna be a long year."
Hey,
After seeing
you could.
that,
I was looking at what he said right there. I was like, you can look at him as fighter. I mean, as a eye opener and upset of the year, because both of those happened in that. Because nobody was picking him to win. Actually, I take that back. That's not upset of the year. Upset of the year, it gotta go to the Frenchman that put daggone Jaime Munguia to sleep.
oh
That
yeah,
dude
sheesh.
only had 4 knockouts in his career. He put a 5th one on the map when he put Jaime to sleep.
Yeah, that was, and I still didn't go look at that.
Dog. When you
That's
see the punch
crazy.
that he caught Jaime with, like he was
I,
catching Jaime with that shot all night. But that last time that he caught Jaime, he caught him right on the button, and Jaime went down like a bag of rocks.
Jaime was sleeping. Why somebody wake him up?
The only thing Jaime didn't do was snore. That's the only thing he didn't do.
Yeah, man. He said the only thing he didn't do was snore. Upset of the year. Hit your perfect shot. Tevin versus Apeda. Um, yeah. Damn. You know what? I can admit when I didn't see. Why didn't I watch that fight? Who who fought that night? Who else fought? I know it was Matchroom. Was it another card on that night? For some reason, I don't understand why I didn't see that shit. I
What,
still don't
Tio
understand
versus?
why. No. Why didn't I see the damn the Tevin Farmer in Zapata? I don't know how the hell I ended up. Why did I miss it? I don't know if I went to a fight that night. Something happened
No,
because I know that
there was. I think there was 2 cards on that night.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
That's like it was. It was. I think Top Rank had one. It was something that distracted me that I didn't see it, and I'm pissed that I didn't because that was the main reason why I wanted. I really wanted to see how Tevin Farmer was gonna do. So I'm pissed that I didn't catch that one.
yeah,
But
there was 2 fights on that night. I can't remember who was the other fight, but it was another major fight that was on that night.
Yeah, I'm mad
Was
I
that
missed
the
that.
was that the same time that Keyshawn fought in
I'm
Virginia?
trying to think. I don't know if it is. This is. I'm trying not to put that on my mind, but I don't want to get it wrong. Something happened, but I know I was mad because I should have caught that. I should have caught that, and it should have been no excuses. But something happened, for there was a reason why
Because I know
didn't catch it.
Keyshawn fought in November, and that fight was in November. I'm trying to think, was that the same night that fight went on? But I know both of them was in November. I'm not sure if they were the same night or they was a week apart. But I know both of those happened in November.
Yeah.
I'm
But so far, it was a great. To me, you know, despite what anybody got to say, it was a
But you
great
see,
year for me.
see this is the problem. This is the problem that I have with a lot of people. Like everybody complains about the fights and this and that. We're not getting the fights that we want. But when the end of the year come and we said what was the fight of the year and everybody start naming all these fights, I'm like, dog, but I thought it was a bad year for boxing. When everybody start naming all these fights off, y'all would have think there
Listen,
was no good fights for the year.
when people can start admitting that they didn't see nothing, they didn't see the fight, or just say that they don't know shit about boxing, they'll be able to live with themselves better. You see how I can say it's certain shit I didn't see that you might have thought I caught. I still didn't watch the I got to go back and watch the Usyk and Fury. I saw bitches like 3, 4 rounds of that, and then I got tired and went to bed. I might sit up tonight and watch it. It's okay to, and I say this a million times. It's okay for you to admit that you didn't see something or you don't know anything. But you can't
Yeah.
say that this is the worst year and then turn around and say, "Oh my God, I could sit here and name 10 fights I've seen that was popping this year." How? When you just said it was a trash year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not talking about anybody in the chat, but a lot,
No,
a
yeah,
lot
I
of,
know.
a lot of our boxing fans, they say that all the time. Oh, this a bad year for boxing. Boxing's on a down slump. And then we go to the end of the year and we start naming who was the fighter of the year, what was the best fight of the year, who was the upset of the year, and you start naming all these joints. Oh no, I think this fight was better. Oh no, but what about this fight? Remember what happened in this? I'm like, I thought boxing was on a down slump.
Yeah.
Y'all said all the bad things about boxing throughout the year because y'all so quick to forget all of the good things that happened.
Well, you know, it ain't no secret that in the new year they're gonna come in with the same type of behavior, and I'm not gonna be surprised. It's not gonna
Yeah, they
surprise
did
me.
it.
So, now
They did it last year. Remember
yeah, they
all
did like
those
it.
big fights we had? They were like, oh, this joint happened. But I'm like, dog, we had a lot of big fights last year. What
We
are y'all
had a
talking
better
about?
year in 2023 than we had in 2024. Y'all wanted Bud and Spence. We got it. You understand? You wanted what was it, Ryan Garcia and Tank. You wanted that, right? It's a lot of shit that we got that we have been craving for, and we
We had
got
got
it.
the what? We got the Monster Anyway and Cool Boy.
Come on, man.
We got
And we starting next year all beautiful just with both of the Davids. But y'all still find something to complain about when that's over with.
let me ask you this. What was knockout of the year?
Shit. Yeah, you got me on that one. And I watched a lot of boxing, but I can't.
I think I mean it was a lot of good knockouts, but I think
This is what I'm saying.
knockout
That's why, damn, you messed me up with that question.
knockout of the year.
I want to be careful when I
Um,
answer that one because I don't want to overlook anything.
it's between two fights.
He said
It's gonna
Tank,
be
Davis, and Frank. Hmm.
yeah. That was one
He,
of them. That was one
he
of them.
did.
That
Yeah,
was one of mine.
Tank did sleep his ass.
And
He did sleep him.
that was one of my fights. But I think this second one might have edged out that one because it was so devastating. And that was Daniel Dubois over AJ. Oh my God, that was a devastating punch that Daniel Dubois caught AJ with.
Um, we
AJ
have
fell
seen AJ.
face first.
We've seen AJ down for us get knocked down, but not getting slumped.
No, we ain't never seen AJ with his ass in the air. That nigga AJ ass was in the air, dog. That nigga looked like he was getting ready for a Diddy party. That man ass was in the air, feet was crossed and everything. I was like, oh, AJ, come on, dog. Don't be doing that
Yeah.
on live TV. You can't be twerking on live TV like that, dog.
What about
Yeah,
how AJ?
that man AJ doing the butt.
I don't know. I really don't count that what AJ did to him because that dude really wasn't no boxer. So I don't even too much count. I mean, I guess we can. I don't know.
I mean,
That's a
yeah,
fight.
I mean,
I guess we can.
yeah,
I didn't go back and look at that. I only looked at the highlight of him knocking him clean the hell out, which he did. He knocked him clean out. But hey, it came back to him though. That knockout came back
yeah.
to AJ. The bar gave him the bi.
But I was thinking Tank Davis over Frank Martin as well. But then I thought about Daniel Dubois when he hit AJ. The way it was just the way AJ was laid out on that daggone mat. And when he tried to get up, that man was trying to do a handstand with his forehead.
I
I was
don't
like,
think the
dog,
man knew for a couple seconds what happened, man. Like, I wonder if he even knew what happened. Did he even know?
He probably still don't know. He might have lost a few minutes of his memory that day. He might have lost a few minutes of his memory. He probably still don't know what happened.
Man, look, man. I mean, it's so many of them that I can't think of any. Because there's a lot more. There's so many more. It's hard to think of any right now. But I tell you, when you sit and look, the year really wasn't that bad that everybody says it is, because everybody's just upset that they didn't see what, I guess, whatever they thought they would. But when you really look at it, right, I'm not trying to compare any more of 2023 to 2024, because I'm not finna compare this year to next year. I don't give a shit what type of fights they gave us, because at the end of the day, you don't have to accept what they give you, but you also at the same time ain't got to watch it. You don't have to entertain it. You don't have to talk about it. If you do, it's because you choose to. Because nobody wants to miss out on conversations. Everybody wants to be there so they can argue a point that they don't even have fucking receipts on. I think I was pretty okay with this year, man. I was okay to see Keyshawn return back home to do what he did, which was pretty damn impressive. I was happy to see Africa do what he did just recently. I can't really be mad at how this year went, man. And it was so much going on this year. It was hard for me to keep up with what was going on, because some things I overlooked. But what's going on, Thomas? What's going on? Oh, he took stoppage. I'll say stoppage. What's the dude that stopped Jared Anderson?
Mark McCauley.
Yeah, Mark McCauley. I'll give him one. Who else? Who else got stopped real bad? Free. It was a couple of people. It was a couple of people that either their corner had to stop it or the ref had to stop it.
Tim Tszyu got stopped bad.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Jared Anderson got stopped bad. AJ got stopped bad.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Let me think. Frank Martin.
Yeah. What you just said? You just said his name too. Jamie. Well, Jamie was knocked out. He wasn't stopped.
Oh, McGear. Yeah, McGear.
Paul McGear.
Daggone, I'm trying to think.
The Regis program. He got stopped, right? Or did that go to the scorecard?
That went to the scorecards. He lost.
Okay.
He dropped. Josh. He dropped. Daggone. Jack Catterall.
Tay, what's up? That was a fight I was kind of in and out on.
It else that got stopped badly. Kambosos got stopped badly.
Oh God, I forgot, man. Yeah, Lomachenko did him dirty, boy. Did him dirty. I almost forgot about that. Shit, nobody talks about that fight like that. I almost forgot about it.
I got another one, a little more recent. The dude that daggone keep Cologne stopped with the body shot in the second round.
Oh he got stopped, God! Right? Hey, that shit that Keith did. First of all, before that last fight, that shit he did in that shit that he did on the 12th of October, when me and Thomas went. And then the shit he just did recently. Yo, man, shit is crazy. It's crazy. Shouts to my boy Keith too, man.
The two dudes that Bam Bam stopped. I forgot the two dudes that Bam Bam stopped.
Wasn't Sonny? Sonny one. Sonny was one, right?
No, Sonny fought. That was another one that got stopped badly too. But Sonny fought the other guy.
Yeah, but did he fight? Did Sonny fight Bam this year? Didn't he fight him this year?
I don't think that was this year. I think that was last year. I think. I might be wrong.
Long sticking person. Yeah. I just thought about it because I was like, damn, didn't Bam put hands on him too?
Neary got stopped badly too. Monster anyway stopped Neary bad.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah,
Monster got a habit. It's like he got a habit of sitting you in the corner, like putting you in timeout. Every time he beat somebody, they end up in the corner.
Yeah, and that was after Monster anyway got up off the canvas.
He always have a habit of putting you on timeout.
The dude that Abdullah Mason stopped, Vasquez.
Mason that's what my man Richie said earlier. That was crazy. And mind you, he was on the canvas twice. First time Mason went down, and he came back from that like it was nothing. That was. You listen, when he hit Mason, I said, "Oh, we gotta." When Mason got up, I said, "Oh, we gotta fight." I said, "Yeah, we gotta fight now. This is gonna be." I said, "All right, young blood, this ain't gonna be no easy fight. This ain't gonna be easy."
Anyway, got sat down early in that fight. He got sat down early. I thought Mons anyway was gonna get stopped. The way he got sat down, I was like, "Oh shit, Neary about to stop this dude."
But you know what that shows you? That shows you he's human. He can be beat.
That shit showed you that motherfucker cortisone shot is a hell of a drug. That nigga went to the corner and got that cortisone shot. That nigga said he would not drop me again.
Yeah. Look, he come here with that shit.
I'm not gonna say Monsters on any drugs because I don't have no facts to back it up. But it's definitely been accused of him being on drugs.
It was over. Then he knocked Mason down again. Yeah, man. Mason said, "I got some for your ass. You ain't gonna treat me like that." H2O could be. Yeah, it could be, Thomas. It definitely could be.
This was the knockout of the year. I knew I was like, I'm missing a knockout. Somebody went face first down like a bag of rocks. H2O got turned into daggone ice cube. That man got turned into a goddamn ice cube. That man was winning the entire fight. 1 second and the fight had changed like that. He caught that man H2O with one punch, and that man felt like a bag of ice cubes.
Man,
went from being water to being frozen. I was like, damn, I'm missing somebody that went face down. I'm missing somebody. It was somebody that went face down. It was H2O. That's who it was. Yep. And we haven't heard shit from H2O since then.
You know how that is.
That man might be still frozen.
Yo, you know what? You're an idiot, man.
Probably need to go thaw his ass out. They need to go thaw him out.
Yo, what the hell is wrong with you, man? 25, give me. Yeah. But yeah, when we look at this shit, I don't know. You know what, too? I don't even want to just talk about the knockouts and the matchups. Some of these scorecards was the worst, boy. Horrible. BC, what up?
Yeah,
some of these scorecards.
It was some bad scorecards this year.
Horrible. Oh, what up, my dude? I'm talking about scorecards was disrespectful, and I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like, y'all Sanders, what's up?
Some bad
It was the
scorecards.
worst.
But remember,
It was the
I told you that. I told you that before. I said, no, if you pay attention, there's always at least one judge where his scorecard is way off the goddamn mark. You be like, man, what the fuck was you thinking about? What fight was you watching?
yeah.
It's always one of them damn judges. They shit way off the mark. But yeah, it was definitely some bad scoring. A lot of people think that Tevin Farmer fight, it was some bad scoring in that fight. Actually, both of the Tevin Farmer fights, they think it was some
Yeah,
bad
we're gonna
scoring. The
say it.
one that he
The one
had
before he fought
Raymond,
Zepeda. Yeah.
yeah, he fought Raymond Muratalo. A lot of people thought that he won that fight. I ain't gonna say that fight wasn't as bad as the Williams Zepeda fight though. I think the Williams Zepeda fight. Now, I mean, you could have still said that Williams Zepeda pulled it out, but it's kind of hard because when you looked at it, Tevin Farmer was making Williams Zepeda miss a lot, and he was making them pay for it. So it's kind of hard. You gotta go back and kind of like slow it down, and it'll be like, okay, I, I'm trying to see what the judges see. Like I started realizing what the judges be looking for a lot. If you ever pay attention, if you see somebody pressing the action, throwing a lot of shots, usually that's who the judges score the fight for. But the worst scorecard ever in this year was Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. That was the worst fucking scorecard I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, dog, how the hell did you score that shit for Katie Taylor? How? What fight was you watching? And you always got these two people who don't know shit about boxing. Oh no, Katie Taylor did whoop Amanda Serrano. What fight was you watching, dog? Do you supposed to wear glasses? Are you wearing them? Do you have the right prescription then? Or do you know to go get some more medicine? Because I don't know what fight you was watching. Katie Taylor did not win that fight.
No.
She might have had a couple of rounds that you could have scored for her, but to say she won the fight, no, it was not that damn close.
Yeah. I don't
Damn,
know
dog,
what
what the fuck?
I don't know what fight people be watching, my man. I don't know, Free. I wish I can tell you. I don't know. Cause sometime I don't know if they be sleep in the middle of the rounds and they just so happen to wake up and go, oh, whoever looks like they winning is who they go with. Um, and I never could understand that though. But you know, that was probably one of the worst scorecards. And you got people that would agree with it too. Some people will go,
Yeah, you got a
well,
few people that agree with that shit.
this is what I had on my. And I'm like, yo, dog, if you don't know how to do scorecards, it's okay, but don't assume that you know how to do scorecards. See, the problem is nobody wants to never admit what they don't know because they too worried about somebody judging them because people feel like this is what you should know. I'd rather go ahead and tell you something like I said earlier on my show. I'd rather go ahead and say I don't know this and then I'll learn it versus me acting like I do. And then when you ask me what's my scorecard, you know what I'm saying? Like it should be crazy. Like, yeah, I had him.
Dog, I hear what you're saying.
I gave him 5 rounds.
I hear what you're saying, BC. But shit, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and Anita Baker could see that daggone Amanda Serrano won that fight, and two of those people ain't even here no more, and they can see that Amanda Serrano won that fight.
Yeah, for real. And you know, and it doesn't give it that exciting feeling if Amanda would have won and now we talk about, oh, let's come back and do a trilogy. I'm not interested in no fucking trilogy now. I'm not interested in that shit.
No, I know if I was some Amanda Serrano, I'd be like, you know what? Y'all not making no more money off my goddamn back. I done gave y'all all this shit and y'all niggas still treat me. I fought in New York City, which is my hometown where I stay at now, and y'all didn't give me the fight. And then I
Yeah,
fought in my home country, and y'all still ain't give me the fight. And I whooped this girl ass in both places. I whooped her ass in both places.
yeah,
Now, New York City, you have a little bit of an argument because Katie Taylor started coming on later. But I still think that
yeah.
I think Amanda Serrano won more rounds than than Katie Taylor. So in the later half of that fight, I think Amanda Serrano had enough rounds in the bag that she pulled the fight off. But in the second fight, though, you cannot tell me theirs was 6 rounds where you scored that fight for Katie Taylor. I don't see the 6 rounds that you scored for Katie Taylor. It's the same thing in the fight with Jaleel Hatchett. I don't see 6 rounds where that other guy won the fight. I see 4 at the max. 4 at the max. I don't see 6 rounds.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, oh, they're about to do this to him. Oh shit. Here we go, trying to make an example out of him already.
Yeah, I don't see 6 rounds because you needed 6 rounds. That was a 10 round fight. You needed 6 rounds to win that fight. I don't see 6 rounds where that guy won the fight. I
No.
gave the guy 3 rounds. I gave him 3 rounds. You
Yeah.
said 5 rounds for Roman versus Hatcher. Well, that's a draw. It ain't no win for Roman. It damn sure ain't no win.
No.
If you want to do that, I say okay, fuck it. I saw Hatcher winning, but if you want to make it a draw, okay, it's a draw. At least he ain't got an L on his resume. But to say that he lost that fight, nah, that dude ain't win that many rounds for him to lose that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I was when they announced that not that I had something against the other guy, but then when they announced that, I was sitting there looking, I'm like, oh, here they go. I said, damn, already.
Yeah, I didn't see Jaleel lose 6 rounds. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Like I said, I had 4 at the max. I had him losing 4 rounds at the max. But say he lost 6. I'm like, tell me what 6 rounds you score for him. I need to know what 6 rounds you score for him because I don't see 6 rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it I still I'm a big advocate for we need to have former fighters be judges, not these old dudes that think they know boxing, never fought a day in their life. I need some former fighters. I need some former
Knock it
fighters
off,
to score
Thomas.
these.
I know,
I know
Thomas.
you
That's
do.
enough.
I know you do. That's why I say, okay, you gave him 5. That's a draw. That's not a loss. I didn't see 5 rounds, but you
It
gave him
was
5. That's a
close.
draw.
Not considered well and missing a lot of punches, even though he was the aggressor. Yeah, but I guess if you don't do enough
I
and
don't
they
know,
don't feel
dog.
like, I guess in
I
the
can't say
judges'
he wasn't.
eyes, I don't know, man. That's just
I,
crazy.
I can't say he wasn't conditioned because he was the one that was pressing the action the entire fight. That's not somebody that's not conditioned. Usually, a guy that's not conditioned, you're gonna see he's tired and he's not gonna be pressing the action. Jalil was the one that was stepping to the dude the entire fight. He was walking the dude down the entire fight. Now he took some shots here and there, but he was the one that was pressing the action. The other dude wasn't pressing the action.
Yeah, that's why nowadays you got to go in there and knock people the hell out. I hate to say it. You got to sleep
Nah,
people,
I
man.
what 6 rounds you gave Roman? You said Jalil lost that. What 6 rounds did you give him? Because you had to win 6 rounds. It was a 10 round fight. He had to lose 6. I didn't see 6 rounds that he lost, and I scored the fight. Like I said, I gave him 4 rounds. I mean, actually, I gave him 3, And I said you could save 4. One of those rounds was a swing round. You could save 4, but I gave him 3.
Yeah, that one's. And I'm gonna go back and look at that one too. Y'all gonna give me a lot of stuff to go back and look at tonight. Um, especially that Jalil one. Might start my night off with that one. Then I'll go up to the Tyson Fury and Usyk. Look at that again. Um, yeah, but the first 5 rounds were clear.
The first
Yeah,
5 rounds was clear for what?
I tossed that card out. I don't remember it. Jalil clearly won 2, 3, and 4. Roman won 1 and 5. Oh, oh. What you think about that, D Free? I can't answer. I've seen it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I gotta go back.
At the beginning of the 6th round, I had Jalil winning 4 rounds to 1. At the beginning of the 6th round, I had Jalil winning 4 rounds to 1. The only round I didn't give Jalil was the second round. I gave Jalil the first round. I didn't give him the second round. I thought the dude landed more shots on Jalil in the second round.
The second half was close to score, but I thought Roman won the last 3. I'm gonna go back and watch that tonight. Might have to come back next week and talk about that. But I'm gonna go back and watch that tonight. And even though I did watch it, I had watched the full fight, but let me go back and check it again. That's the great thing about going back to be able to look at something. Some people say I watched it one time, I don't need to go back and look at it again. I'm one of those that if I see what y'all trying to make sense out of, I need to go back and watch that. I'll go back and watch it again. I have no issue with that. But yeah, these. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's what I do. Oh, and if more people do that, there'll be less arguments on here. When, like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Unfortunately,
why. You know what I'm saying?
unfortunately for me,
I'm man enough to sit here, and I ain't gonna tell D or tell Thomas or tell you. None of y'all would talk. None of y'all don't know what y'all were talking about. I watched the fight too, and this happened. So now, as y'all talking, I'm sitting here, and I'm like, you know what? I listen to all of y'all. Let me go back and watch it again. And if we all do that and come back and apologize for whatever it is that we said, if we can learn to do that, I guarantee you, it'll be less arguments in these YouTube streets.
Like I said, unfortunately, I watched the fight 5 times, and out of those 5 times that I
Damn.
watched it, I never came back with more than 4 rounds for Roman. Never came
Your
back
man
with more
said
than 4
5
rounds.
times.
I watched it 5 times because I watched it twice the day that it happened, and then I watched it again the next day on a free mind. I watched it again the next day on a
Okay,
free mind,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I watched it 2 more times after that, and I never came back with more than 4 rounds for Roman.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, exactly. Oh, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm cool with it. That's the one thing I always say over here, especially in this family, because we are a family that, hey, you messed up on something, you messed up on it. That's why they got the video. Go back to the video,
I don't
watch
I
it
don't
again, and then come
I
back.
don't trust Optimus judgment on the fight because he said Amanda Serrano lost too. I don't trust his judgment.
Oh, damn. Damn. Don't let him come for you like that, oh. Don't let him
I
come for
don't
you
trust
like
his
that, oh.
judgment because he said Amanda Serrano lost too.
Don't let him come for you like that, oh. Damn, oh, don't let him do that. Don't let him. Look, he said Amanda won.
No, I'm fucking with him.
Y'all
Nah,
some
I mean
damn fools. I love y'all. Y'all
like
some
I said,
damn fools. Though.
everybody have certain things that they look for and say, you know what, I think he won the fight because of this. oh, I think he won that round because of this. Everybody has something that they look for. Me personally, like I said, I look for the cleaner shots, the aggressor, the more aggressive fighter, and the better defense. That's what, and the ring generalship. I look for the 4 criteria. Now, if you get one out of the 4 and the other guy get the other 3, I gotta swing it to his direction. If it's even, you got 2, he got 2, then I say, okay, let's see let's see who had the longer time frame of controlling those two stages of the 4 criteria. If you had your 2 for a majority of the round, then I'm gonna score it your way. That's why we call it a swing round, because one person might be landing cleaner shots and aggressive, but the other one might have the ring generalship and the daggone defense. So I mean, that's what I look for. I look for the 4 criteria, and if I'm and like I said, I'm looking at it. Who got more of those 4 criteria in their category, on their side of
Um,
the scoring criteria?
yeah, with those 4 that you just named, give me a fighter that you've seen this year who how can I say, who capitalized everything that you just named. They did their best at it in there.
Who you said? Who do I see that capitalize on all 4 of those criteria?
Yes, sir. For this year that you've seen.
Uh, Tank Davis against Frank Martin.
Oh, Jesus Christ. As much as I would like to forget
He
that
might been
fight. Oh Lord.
he might have been he might have been the only person I've seen this year. Actually, I take that back. Tank Davis versus Frank Martin, and Batram versus Tim Tszyu. Those might have been the only 2. Everybody else, they went back and forth. But those might have been the only 2 from round 1 until that fight ended. They pretty much had majority of the 4 criteria on their side in every single round.
Yeah. Um Pretty much. Definitely Tank. I mean, people can say what they want. Oh, he's definitely something
Like Frank
special.
Martin, Frank Martin had the first 2 rounds. Frank Martin had a decent game plan. Like he was boxing and moving, but he wasn't landing shots on Tank Davis. He was throwing shots to keep Tank Davis away. He wasn't landing shots. He landed a few. I ain't gonna say he didn't land no shots. He landed a few shots, but it wasn't no clear shots. And you were like, oh, he caught Tank with that one. It wasn't nothing like that. He landed some decent shots, but Tank Davis was pressing the action. Tank Davis had the ring generalship. Tank Davis was the one that was making Frank Martin had to move around the ring and change up his game plan. Tank Davis never changed his game plan. He made Frank Martin had to change his game plan.
Yeah.
It just never happened.
I was kind of surprised in the first couple of rounds, but we all know how Tank starts off. But just to see what Frank Martin was doing, I was like, okay, where is this going? Um, could he continue to box like this? But that only goes for so long until Tank figures you out. And once he figures you out and he slows you down or see that he can tire you out, that's your ass.
Tank
That's
knew
your
that he
ass.
couldn't go the entire 12 rounds like that. Tank knew that at the weigh-in. He was like, "Oh, look at your eyes. Look at your eyes. They sunk in. Look at your eyes." He knew that he had a bad camp. He had to drop a lot of weight in order to make 135. And I mean that was Frank Martin's doing. He knew that he was going to fight. He should have been closer to the weight before he had to start camp. A lot of these guys get so far out of shape that when it's time for the start camp, they got to lose so much weight that it drains them. So
Yeah,
you can only step on the gas for so long. Eventually, that tank going to run the E quick. It's almost like it's like having a it's like having a car. You got a car that's on a quarter tank of gas, and you got a car on a full tank of gas. The car that's on a quarter tank of gas, it might go 200 miles per hour, but I got a car on a full tank of gas that goes 160. We driving 20 miles. We driving 20 miles.
Mhm.
Your quarter tank of gas is going to run out before my full tank of gas run out, and we could both put the pedal to the floor. I'm gonna be doing 160. You're gonna be doing 200 miles per hour. Before you get to the finish line, you're gonna run out of gas. I'll be able to make it to the finish line.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tank's a bad boy at what he do, man. And shout out to Frank Martin, and looking forward to him getting back in there. I don't think he should get back in at 35 though, but that's just my opinion.
No,
It's
he's
just
supposed to
my
be going up to
opinion.
140. He's supposed to be going up to
I,
140.
which I think he should. So makes it more interesting up there. But yeah. So like I said, there's so many, man. When I go back to the whole Canelo and Berlanga, and reason why that comes up to my head, and people won't count it as a good fight. And I go, I was just surprised, just to see him survive the rounds he did. Prep, see
All
you
right,
later.
Thomas. I'll
All
be
right,
over there in a minute. I'll be over there in a minute, Thomas.
Thomas, don't ever go live an hour before me, knowing that I'm going live, sir. You do that again, sir, I'm coming to your block, and it's gonna be a fist fight.
Thomas, like, you go ahead and cut to my block. I moved to a new block. It's more dangerous.
I ain't messing with y'all. Y'all stupid as hell, man. I'm gonna be over there in a minute, yeah, because I ain't gonna stay on too long for the night. I wasn't trying to be on here 2, 3 hours. Nah, but because we gonna actually probably finish this and come back and probably finish this on Monday. But yeah, when you just start thinking about everything, all the fights Berlanga was, yeah, he was, yeah, Berlanga was. He surprised me with just surviving and making it through the whole fight. People
I
ain't going.
think I
People be
think
like,
I I think Canelo carried Belinga and McGear in both those fights. I think he carried both of those guys.
yeah,
I think I think Canelo could have got both those guys out, especially McGear. When he dropped McGear the first time, I think he could have got McGear out of there. I don't think he wanted to stop McGear because McGear looks up to Canelo, and Canelo knows that, and I don't think Canelo wanted to stop him. I think Berlinga, I think he could have stopped Berlinga too. I think at some point Canelo felt bad for Berlinga. He like this little young dude don't really know who he in here with.
yeah, yeah. Put a put on a show. I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they did, and it turned out pretty alright, man. It was alright. I know there's some other fights and other things we want to talk about. We're gonna definitely finish and get that out there because I didn't want to make this a 2, 3 hour tonight. I'm like, even though I'm trying to get enough watch time, but it's okay. Um, come back on here Monday and how much more time I left? Well, I got until 11 o'clock. I'm gonna get off exactly at 11. So I guess we got a couple more that we can talk about. What do you thought about Keyshawn Davis this year? What did you think about him?
Uh, I mean, he made a he somewhat made a name for himself as far as boosting up his brand. Now, I still like everybody. Oh, he he gonna be a problem for Tank Davis. No, there's levels for a reason, and the reason why Keyshawn is not on Tank Davis level is because of the experience. Keyshawn is he's a great young talent, but to just automatically because of what he did to somebody who nobody really paid attention to in his career, and the guy that Keyshawn just beat, and because of what Keyshawn did to old Pedraza. No, that doesn't move me at all. Pedraza, both of those guys that Keyshawn fought, mind you, had just fought at 140. Their last fight was at 140. They came down to fight Keyshawn. Now, granted, the one guy he didn't lose the weight to fight Keyshawn. He was still, I think, like 141 or something like that. He didn't lose the weight to fight Keyshawn. But both of those guys was fighting at a bigger weight before they fought Keyshawn. And I just I don't look at the guy that Keyshawn just beat and say, okay, that what I saw Keyshawn do to him made me think that he has a chance of beating Tank Davis. Because I look at the opponent, I look at the level of the opponent. That level of opponent doesn't get you ready for a level of Tank Davis. That don't get you ready for Tank Davis. But far as his brand, he did some good moves for his brand. He brought a fight back to his hometown that hadn't had a fight there since what?
30
Pernell
years.
Whitaker.
Yeah, 30 years.
So yeah, that was the last time they had a fight there was when Pernell Whitaker was still fighting. So he
That's
did
crazy.
good for his brand. He did good for his brand. He put himself on the map. And that's the reason why a lot of people were saying, oh, Tank Davis said Shakur hasn't done nothing. What he was saying was he's not bringing the eyes to come watch him fight. Keyshawn is bringing eyes for people to come watch him fight. That's the reason why he said Shakur hasn't done anything. He was like, Keyshawn is looking better than him, and Keyshawn hasn't done anything. People glassed over the fact that he said Keyshawn hasn't done anything. He was talking about the fact that Shakur is not making people want to see him fight. That's why he said he hasn't done anything. He's not making people want to see him fight.
And
So
I don't think people ever realize that, you're not gonna see this Tank and Shakur. So, we might have to just stop fantasizing and drooling and having wet dreams about some shit that's just probably never going to happen.
now
And
what I will say is what will hurt Keyshawn Brand is what him and Shakur just said the other day when they said they would never fight each other. They would one would get two belts, the other one would get two belts, and then they'll move to the next division and do the same thing. I'm like, dog, hell no, hell
nah,
to the no.
nah,
One of
nah.
one of y'all gotta be in a different weight class. No, I
Yeah,
understand y'all
because
cool and whatever. Y'all don't want to fight. Okay, one of y'all be in one weight class, the other one be in another weight class. Y'all two don't be in the same
um,
weight class.
there's no way y'all both gonna be at 40 and it doesn't happen. Well, you know what I mean? Well, I'm over here at Matchroom and you over there at Top Rank, but we still cool, my guy, because Shakur's over at Matchroom, right?
Yeah.
I mean, either way, that different
No,
sides of the
that
street shit is
being
over.
being in a match room and you being at top rank, that doesn't do anything for me. My whole
Yeah.
thing is you can't say you the best and then you got another guy over here saying he the best, but y'all saying y'all won't fight each other because y'all cool like that. Y'all like brothers. When then
Well,
who the hell is the best?
how many
Who the
fighters
hell
that
is the
came up
best?
in? But how many fighters that came up in this game that were good friends, actually, good friends, but they had to put that to the side.
Shit. Bernard, you saw with Bernard and Oscar, they fought each other now. They got a business together.
They got a
They
business
business
together.
partners.
Ain't that something? They've been business
They
partners for
business
like
partners.
20, they've been business partners for like how long now? You know what I'm saying? For some time now. What are we talking?
It's
17,
been like
18
at
years?
least. Yeah, I mean, it's been at least 10 years. It's been at least 10. They've been business
Shit.
partners for at least at the minimum 10 years.
Come on now. But hey, you're not gonna be able to keep, I don't know, man. I understand, but then again, I don't understand because we gotta make it happen. We gotta make it
Yeah,
happen.
and I like I said, I understand if y'all don't want to fight each other. That's fine and dandy. Okay, well, one of y'all be in one weight class, the other one be in another weight class. Y'all can't be in the same weight class
And it's
claiming
hard to
y'all the
do it.
best of the weight class.
Yeah, and one thing I know for sure is that neither one of y'all gonna be able to keep continuing to beat it at 35. Because I've seen both of these guys in person. I'd have been around both of them, man. And it's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
It's
what I will say is, I say Keyshawn is the bigger of the two, so I think Keyshawn will probably end his career somewhere around 54, 160. He'll probably end his career somewhere around there. I think Shakur probably the highest he probably move up is 47. He might
yeah,
go to 54 in the later part of his career, but 9 times out of 10 it'd probably be 47. I could see Keyshawn probably ending his career somewhere around 160 because he's a bigger frame type fighter.
yeah. Well, we'll see how all that turns out. I know there was a lot of fighters and a lot of other things we didn't mention on here, but we're gonna mention it. We're gonna come back Monday and finish this. We got to go over there and join our good brother, our Grand Concourse brother, uh, Thomas. I mean, we're gonna get over there with him because he's on now, right?
He's about to go on right now, and in
All
about
right,
three
so we're gonna.
minutes,
All right, y'all. We're gonna get over there. We're gonna get over there so what? 11:06.
11:05,
What's
about
11:03?
2 minutes.
Okay,
It was
for 2 minutes.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
It was 11:02 when I said it.
Oh, I'm about to say. Okay, we're gonna get over there with him. We're gonna do all this over again. We'll continue. Like I said, we'll continue all this on Monday. So, in case y'all be like, damn, this was short. They really didn't talk about nothing. Well, it wasn't for us to be on here 3-4 hours. Probably would have been, but my brother's going on and we need to be over there rocking with him. So we'll continue to do this on Monday. So go back to the replay. If y'all be like you missed a few things out, it's okay. We'll be back Monday. Go into the comment section, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? And go join my brother TD Sports Talk. We're about to go over there. Free, I'm gonna see you over there. We're gonna get up out of here. Um also, Jesus, I almost lost my train of thought of what I was gonna tell y'all. I was gonna tell Free something, but he got up out of here real quick. I guess they're getting ready to start. But anyway, thanks for coming through, y'all. Again, this is my second live for the day. Appreciate y'all. My intentions wasn't really to be on here all night. I really wanted to hang a little longer. But my brother's going on today. This will actually be his second live for the night. He was just on at 6 o'clock. He was just on, and now here he is. He's back on again. So we're gonna go over there and rock with him, and we're gonna try to see what other fights we missed out on and other situations of 2024. So it's not over. We're gonna come back. There's gonna be a part two to this. I knew we wasn't gonna get to everything today, but we'll be back. We'll be back on Monday to continue to do it. So love y'all. Everybody be safe out there. It's still Friday, so just continue to enjoy your Friday. Whatever you doing, get the way y'all going safe, man. Love y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.